Hey guys, producer Dave here. Now I wanted to give you guys a bit of an insight this year into some of the gear we've been using, some of the changes we've made, and also give you guys some practical tips to capture your adventures kind of like we do. Now, as I'm sure you understand, drones are a massive part of what we do. It's crazy to think back that not 15 years ago, we were literally paying for helicopters to film the footage that we're now getting with a drone in a much quicker time and for a lot cheaper. Now, this season, we've actually upgraded one of our drones. So the guys at George's Cameras hooked us up with the brand new Mavic 3. Now, this is a really impressive bit of kit. Not only does it have massive long flight times, which I'll get to in a second, but the picture quality is simply amazing. And it has some pretty amazing features, from tracking and intelligent modes where you can set a point of view and set the drone just to spin around it, right through to some really cool camera angles. So the Mavic 3 actually has two different fields of view, from a really wide angle lens to a narrow, more focused lens that allows you to do some really cool effects called parallaxing, which allows you to keep the subject in the foreground, but you see a massive difference in the background as the drone pans around. Over the years, one of the things and the restrictions with drones has been just how long you can have them in the air for. So back when we were using our Inspires and even our Phantoms, we have about 15 to 20 minutes maximum flight time, which is pretty good, and you get a lot of stuff out of that. But the Mavic 3 has actually stepped that right up, and we're getting over half an hour of battery usage out of the batteries, depending on the way we're flying, of course. Now, what this has actually allowed us to do this season is actually sit in the convoy right behind the rest of the vehicles and fly following the guys for up to half an hour at times, depending on how far and how fast you're going. But we can literally capture a whole heap of different shots in a really short time frame. That not only helps us travel further and show you more of the country, but it also enables safer flight because you're not rushing around trying to get that last shot in while the battery's about to die. Hey guys, I know we all love having fun with drones, and there are so many on the market out there today, but I just want to give you guys one tip that'll help with your drone flying and also potentially save you thousands of dollars. Now, this tip is incredibly simple. It's all about keeping your drone within eyesight. Now, I know our drones have the ability to fly up to 6 or 7 kilometers, and doesn't matter how good your eyesight is, 6 or 7 kilometers is out of view. Now, the reason I say this is, one, because of safety, and two, because you're gonna have better control and be able to get a better shot. Now, I wanna give you guys a really quick example of one of our guys this season on the show, who brought a new drone along and wanted to have a bit of a go. Now, we're traveling through the high country with Blake and Costa from Tough Dog, and he shot ahead and said, I want to get to the top of this hill and get some cool drone footage as you guys come up. Now, he's planned his shot out, he's headed to the top of the hill thinking, I'm gonna have the best chance of transmission up there, etc. All makes sense. He's flying the drone, following the vehicles around the track. Now, remembering, a lot of the hills in the high country are really windy. So there are big sections where the drone's gonna go behind a mountain. Now, what happened? Well, we all knew what would happen. The drone went around the corner, we lost transmission, and all of a sudden I've got a young bloke in a four-wheel drive ripping down the hill trying to get his drone back. Now, because it was a DJI product and it was one of the earlier Mavics, it actually just hovered and didn't do any damage at all. However, it's really easy to have an accident with your drone if you don't keep it within eyesight. Now, if you guys want to find out more about the gear we use on the road and get some more photography and filming tips, why don't you head over to George's website, where you'll get a bunch of great deals on great camera gear, and you'll also find some more videos.